Okay. Sei vorsichtig, was mir sagt, because the ganze Welt
Waltham is
can't have it, was mir sagen doch.
Waltham is also famous for Raytheon.
That's true. Raytheon, the
Right.
Defense.
I know Raytheon from my days at TV repair, vacuum tubes and such, but they were very big in the defense industry, Raytheon. Did a lot of stuff. Wayne, good evening. Or in your case, is it good morning?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, morning. Morgan.
You are in Japan, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's a few hours on the other side. You're a day ahead of us. By you, it's already Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So
Yeah.
you've crossed the date line. I always have to remember yeah, okay. The meridian is in Britain. The date line is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It
So
is. It is.
I'm not quite 180 degrees shifted, but almost.
It's rough.
You live in
It's
Japan?
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock your time.
Nine
See, we
nine
make you get
o'clock.
up early in the morning, guns free. What?
It's not that bad. It's 9 o'clock.
Well,
But
9 o'clock. Okay. Nicht guns free.
yeah,
You've had your coffee already.
yeah.
All right. Well, we have a lot on the slate for today, so I was hoping there would be more people here earlier. There are not. I know some people are already away on vacation, and there are graduations going on and all sorts of things. So, but because we have a very full itinerary for the evening, very full calendar, I want us to get moving. I see Stephen just joined us and Kathy, and if you can, show us your video. There we go. Yeah, we've got, okay, so we're going to start right in. So we did last week, we were talking about a few things having to do with Shvues, or as we call it in Yiddish, Shvues. Shvues. My grandparents would call it Shvius. Okay. And if you speak it from the Hebrew, it's either Shavuos, or if you're the new type of Hebrew, Shavuot. My daughter and I argue about that all the time because I learned my Hebrew in my grandfather's time, which was only the T's had a dot in it. If there was no dot, it was an S. So it's not Shabbat, it's Shabbos. Either way, but okay. So Shvuos, and on Shvuos we said we ate blintzes. What are blintzes in English? Not pancakes.
crepes, I guess.
Rolled pancakes.
Crepes.
Crepes.
Yeah, crepes.
Oh,
Okay,
crepes.
they're crepes. And we said
I
for
don't know how to
dessert,
pronounce it.
especially, we enjoy having Kez kochen. Kez kochen. What's this Kez kochen?
Cheesecake.
You betcha. Cheesecake. Not my favorite thing. And we talked about it being a fairly Labadic holiday. And we said Labadic could have two meanings. Labadic can mean lively, or it could mean living. Okay, it's a Labadic chaya. It's a living creature, a living animal. So depending how we use it in context, okay? Lively, Labadic, living, lively, alive. Okay, Labadic. Matan Torah,
Giving of the Torah.
Torah is directly from the Hebrew. Matan Torah, giving of the Hebrew. Okay. And then we talked about reading the Megillus Rus. The Megillus Rus.
Scroll of Ruth.
The Scroll of Ruth. The Megillah is a scroll. And I mentioned that there are 5 different ones that we have in our religion. We have Ruth. We have Shir HaShirim that we read on Pesach. We have Kohelet, known as Ecclesiastes, on the Shmini Atzeret, the end of Sukkot. We have Lamentations, okay, Echa, that we read on Tisha B'Av, and there's one more.
Esther.
Yeah. Esther, which we read on Purim, okay? So there are 5 Megillot in Hebrew, Megillus. And Me'esin also on Shvis, Me'esin Perogu. Was is Pierogen?
Uh, the dumplings.
Dumplings, right?
It's sort of
Pierogies.
like,
They call them pierogies in Poland. Okay, pierogi, the
Yeah, it's
dumplings.
definitely
Then we
Polish.
said there's another word for that, which is varenikis. Varenikis. But it depends where you come from. In the places that I know that they use the word varenikis, those are fruit-filled dumplings. They would be like dessert type things. Whereas pierogi are generally potato and onion. And you would either eat them as a meal with sour cream, whatever, or as a side dish with fish or something. So pierogi, varenikis, depending where you come from, they're the same thing. Or one has onion and potato and whatever, and the varenikis have fruit. So it just depends where you come from. And we picked up a couple of new words that we needed for our discussion. Avenue. Avenue. They spell it funny in Yiddish. Aveniu to pronounce it correctly. Avenue. We pronounce it avenue or avenue, either way. And we say where, wo, von wo kommst du? Or plural, wonnen, von wonnen kommst du? Okay, where do you come from? And those were the only new words we actually had last time around. So we're building our vocabulary, but if you look at your glossary, there's an awful lot there. And if you are taking time periodically just to go through it, yeah, there's a lot of words you're not going to use often. And I try periodically to take those words and dump them to the back of the glossary because you're not going to use them as much as you would use certain other ones. If we're going to be able to speak, we have to use the words that are common, unless we're planning on really being fluent Yiddish speakers. If you're going to transfer over to Yiddish alive, you're going to have to learn some of those words too. And when those guys get going, I mean, Harvey has been there. When they get going, I have difficulty keeping up sometime because I'm very conversant with Yiddish, but I don't consider myself fluent. Okay, so in keeping with our way of doing things, because we really are beginners, we need to review until it's yes, can it? No, that isn't the word I was looking for. I'm missing certain of my words too. Until this gate that I in cup, okay, until it goes into your head and it becomes part of you, we need to keep reviewing. So I wanted to pick up a song that we've done. I want to share my screen. So share screen, and I want to do, where are we? No, that isn't it. That isn't it. I have to pick this up. There we go. And now I want to share my screen. Share screen. And I want to make sure that I'm also sharing. I have to share. I don't see this stuff. It's not working. There it is. More. To share the volume. Okay, I want to share my screen. Okay, and then I want to share the volume, share computer sound. And away we go. This is, okay. I didn't want to do this one first, but as long as it's up, we'll do that. Jetzt ist heiß, the Zimmer, wir gehen Herden von Rachel Schechter, the Yiddish word for heint, Yiddish word of the day. And these are words that have to do with summertime. Summertime.
Shalom Aleichem. I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards. Welcome to Yiddish Word of the Day. Ois is heiß. It's hot outside. Good opportunity to learn words related to summertime. In Yiddish, the word for summer is der Sommer. Der Sommer. Summer house is die Sommerwohnung. Die Sommerwohnung.
Did it go away?
Started over.
Freckles
Can we hear that?
Zoomersprenkler.
Very soft.
Zoomersprenkler. And butterfly is das Zoomerfegele. Das Zoomerfegele is heiß. And its humid is Sizdushne. Sizdushne. And if the sun is really beating down hard, you say die Sonne brennt. The sun is burning. Die Sonne brennt. Here's a proverb that you can say when somebody asks you, how hot is it outside? Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. Hot as a bathhouse when you're sitting on the highest bench. Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. So let's review. I'll say the word or expression, you repeat after me. Der Sommer. Der Sommer. Die Sommerwohnung. Die Sommerwohnung. Die Sommersprenkler. Die Sommersprenkler. Das Sommerfegele. Das Sommerfegele. Heiß. Es ist heiß. Duschne. Es ist Duschne. Die Sonne brennt. Die Sonne brennt. Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. I hope you enjoyed our Yiddish word of the day. Until we meet again, stay safe and healthy. And if you want to watch other Yiddish words of the day, be sure to subscribe to the Forwards YouTube channel. Seid gesund.
I'm not sure what went wrong there with the sound. I played it just a while ago and it was playing fine. There it goes. You hear that?
No.
No.
It was kind of like fading in and out.
Rachel's volume went in and out. You've got a little bit of static coming through every now and then.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes we have a problem with it. Sometimes we have a problem with it.
It's low.
All
We
right.
can hear you.
I'm wondering if that's my audio doing that. Do you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, but there is a kind of a rushing sound in the background.
A static or a rushing,
Yeah.
almost like water running in the background, very low.
Okay, so you know what I want to do? I want to halt the meeting. I'm going to log out. I'll ask you all to log out, and then let's all log back in again
Okay.
and just see if there's something going on with Zoom. All right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to end it and start it again. I hope that works better. All right, I hope this is better. Okay, some of us are back. There we go. Here comes Barry.
You do sound clearer.
Okay, now I'm sorry it had to be me or the Zoom channel had an issue. We were good when we first started
There we
speaking,
go.
when we first came on, right? I
Yes.
think something might have gone wrong there. Okay, here comes
Mhm.
Wayne. Coming in from a long way. Good, he's back. And we'll just wait another. There we go. Here comes Renata and Stephen.
It sounds
And I
better
think
right
that's
now.
good. Excellent. Wonderful. Kachka Dick. Okay. So let's see if we can get the other thing working now. Okay. Let's try this one, see if this will work now the way it's supposed to, making sure that the sound is still there. Share, computer sound, stereo high fidelity. And this is our song. Remember the words, sing along as best as you can.
A
Bissel Sinn, a bissel Regen, a ruhig Ort im Kopf zu legen, a wie gesinnt, können glücklich sein. A schicha Sock, a Kleid und Lattes in Keschene, a 3-4 Lottes, a wie gesinnt, können glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei von Jenglein, die sind sie scheint für jeden, der Mode, reif. A bissel Freude, a bissel Lachen, am Mund mit Freit, Scherz und Wachen, a wie gesinnt, kann man glücklich sein. Eine sagt, das Schön ist, eine sagt, Gewirr ist, einem in die ganze Welt. Einer meint, das ganze Glück hängt nur und Geld. Soll sitzen, kriegen, nur ich darf bei mir. Ich darf, du's auf Kapures, weil du's Glück steht bei mein Tier. A bissel Sinn, a bissel Regen, a ruhig Ort im Weg zu lenken. A wie gesinnt, kann man glücklich sein. A schicha Sock, Kleid und Lattes in Keschene, a 3-4 Lottes, a wie gesinnt, kann man glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei von Jeglein, die sind sie scheint, gute Mode reif. A bissel Freude, a bissel Lachen, a Mula Schnaps und Wachen, a wie gesinnt, ist man glücklich, nur gesinnt, ist man glücklich, a wie gesinnt, kann man glücklich sein.
Okay, basic song. Our grandparents knew that one well. Some of our parents knew it well. But let's look at the words again, because there's a lot of stuff we can make from a Be Gesund.
Fabulous
First of all, it's
song.
something we say all the time. You know, when somebody says this and this is going on, and this is going on, a favorite refrain is, yeah, aber a Be Gesund. Yes, but as long as we're healthy, the rest of it is nonsense, okay? A Be Gesund kann man glücklich sein. As long as we're healthy, we could be happy. You know, this is going wrong, that's going wrong, but we're gesund, we're healthy. God forbid, not in a hospital, not in a cancer ward, not hooked up to a kidney machine. Whatever it is, the things that go wrong in the world. So for our elders, this song held a lot of meaning, especially a lot of them came through the Depression. They ran from someplace in Europe. Most of them that I know before the Nazis, but my father-in-law ran from the Nazis. So, and some of us have that in our family. So a song like this holds a little bit for them. And if you look what they're talking about, they're not talking about things where people with diamonds and furs and yachts and all that. A bissel Zin, a little sun, a bissel Regen, a little rain, a royech Ort, a quiet place, the cup zu legen. I have a place to go to sleep at night where I'm not in the middle of a din. I'm not in the middle of a war. I have sunshine, I have rain, I have a nice place to lay my head, okay? A Be Gesund, as long as we're healthy, kann man glücklich sein. We could be happy. A shuch, they say, a sheikh, a sock. You have socks and shoes on your feet, all right? A kleid unlatis, a dress, a suit, clothing, raiment, unlatis, without holes. Your clothes don't have holes in them, okay? In keshena, in your pocket. 3-4 lattes. Lattes are like Polish equivalents of dollars. So you have a couple of bucks in your pocket. You're wealthy, $3, $4. You have some change going around. Okay.
Little question though.
A big gesund
Gesund,
can and
a big,
sign.
a big gesund, but the writing is gesund, but we pronounced it gesund.
I pronounce it gesund. It's a big gesund is
Yeah,
the formal Yiddish. Okay.
I see.
Everything is
I've seen it.
dialect.
When I listen, sometimes I notice that they use the U kind of becomes a eh, so sort of like a schwa E or something like that.
Yes, it depends. We come from everywhere. The Yidden come from everywhere. We come from Russia. We come from Poland. We come from Latvia. We come from Hungary. We come from Romania. Okay, so we're from Yugoslavia. We were everywhere on the Asian continent, and as well as on the Asian continent, we were on the European continent. So we were everywhere. And then, of course, we came across to America. So all of these different people spoke the language not only as it was, but as the local dialect of whatever language they spoke locally, whether it was German, whether it was Polish, whether it was Hungarian, also filtered in. So everybody has this little, but if you know the words and if you know the language, it doesn't matter. And really, it's if I'm talking to you, it's not Zeitgesind, it's Zeit with a T. Zeitgesind. When I speak, I swallow the T.
Zeitgesind.
Shame on me.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that.
Everybody does.
It's Zeitgesind, but it isn't. It's Zeit.
Zeitgesind.
Yeah.
All right, so, but again, so I say pitter, butter. I say pitter. Some will tell you it's putter. I say feast. Ein feast, zwei feast. Okay? The proper Yiddish is ein fuss, zwei feast. All of a sudden, when you change it to an I, it becomes plural. Okay? So if I'm telling somebody break a leg, sabrecha feast. Somebody else would say sabrecha fuss. Break a leg, break a foot. Okay? So big gesund. Very simple song. Die Luft ist frei. The air is free. Für jeden gleich. Gleich is a strange word that it could be used to mean a lot of things. Sitz gleich, sit erect. This is gleich, it's straight. Okay. In this case, für jeden gleich, for everyone in equal measure. Okay. The air is free for everybody equally. It's an equal distribution of air. You don't have to be rich or poor. Okay. The sun, sie scheint. Notice they made it feminine. Sie scheint, the sun, she shines, for everybody. Einem Urem, whether you are poor, oder, or reich.
Rich.
If you're rich, doesn't matter. A bissel frayed, a little happiness. A bissel frayed.
I have a question about
Go ahead.
when we get these and I download them, it runs the words together. So on that last line, I can't tell how to break up where it says after Anum or a Moderreich. It's all one big long word.
Let's see. Trying to see where I'm looking at. You're looking at Reich, right?
Yeah. But how do you say OREMOD? It's all one big long word, and I don't know where to break it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not bringing it right. It's Einem, EYNEM, break. Orem, OREM, break. Oder.
Okay, and then Reich.
Reich, RAYKA. Remember, RAY in Yiddish is not Ray, it's Rai.
Right.
AY is I. I. Okay. So the sun shines for everyone, whether you're rich or poor. A bissel frayed, a little joy, a bissel lachen, a laughing, a little laughter. A mole sometimes, okay. Mit Freund, with friends. A schnepsel, machen. Schnapps is whiskey.
Oh, schnitzel,
It
a
could
little shot.
there is a liquor called schnapps, but it could be bourbon or scotch, whatever you're talking about. But when we say schnapsel, what are we doing with the word schnapps?
Diminutive.
Diminutive. Good.
Diminutive, yeah.
Okay. It's a small one. It's klein. A hund, a hintel. A hund is a big dog. A hintel's a little puppy or a small dog. Okay. So a schnapsel, that they're playing with it. A schnapsel machen, you may have a drink with friends. A big Gesinn kann man glücklich sein. So all simple things. And then it says, einer sucht, I would say, sich, a shieris. One person is looking for riches. They want to be wealthy. This is what's going to make them happy. Einer sich gewieris, from gevurot in the Hebrew, gevurot. Great, the great one, the strong one. They're looking for wealth, and they're looking for riches. Einem, and some people, the ganze Welt, they're not happy unless they have everything. They want the whole world. Einem meant das ganze Glück, and some people think that the whole complete joy, the bottom line of happiness, hangs only often Geld, hangs only on money. So in other words, if you're rich, if you're loaded with money, then everything is terrific. The whole world revolves around money. It's not what it says in the beginning of the song here. Okay. So then the girls are singing, Zollen alle sichen. Let them all seek. Let them all look for this stuff. Zollen alle kriechen. Let all of them crawl around on the ground, running after things. Nor ich treicht bei sich. But I think by sich, by myself, through myself. Ich darf es. I need this. Oif kapuris. Now you have to know something about Yiddish tradition to understand this. Kapuris. On Yom Kippur, before the holiday, you grab a chicken by the throat and you swing it around over your head and you confess some sins there. And then you give it to the shoichet and he will slaughter the chicken, which you have paid for, by the way, and he will give it to somebody who's order, who's poor, so that they will have a meal, from this chicken. Meantime, you've confessed all your sins on it. So I need it of kapuris. I need it, to like I need a group of sins to throw away. I don't need all that stuff. So ich darf es auf kapuris, weil, because das Glück, the happiness, stands by mein Tier. It stands by my door. Happiness is all around me. I don't need to be running after money and running after power and running after glory. And I don't believe that. I got a roof over my head. I got a nice place to sleep. I got a couple of dollars in my pocket. My clothes are clean. The sun shines when I need it to. Occasionally I get together with my friends. We have a little tea. We have a schnapps. Life is terrific. A big Gesinn kann man glücklich sein. This is Jewish thinking. Okay, beyond the Yiddish language, this is our culture. This song is very much in tune with Yiddish culture. When you think about everything the Jews have been through, the pogroms, the Holocaust, all of the things that we would talk to our grandparents about, what they went through, and then if they got here early enough to have gone through the Depression as well, this was still their song. How big is that? Simple times. Okay. It's a great song, but it's full of language that we use. Bissel, Zun, Regen, a little bit about the weather. The cup, Selegen, lay down. Lay gesoffen Tisch, lay it on the table. Legen dein cup, put your cup down, okay? A be gesund, a be, as long as. Gesund, health, happiness, as long as you're healthy. Okay. Can men, we can be, one can be, glücklich, happy, and sein, that's to be. Okay. A shuch, a shiach, a shuch, a shoe, a zok. A kleid. Kleid could be a dress, could be a skirt. It's a raiment. It wouldn't be pants. That's generally chayzen. But a suit is also sometimes referred to as a kleid. Okay. I know it mostly as a dress, but men don't wear dresses. Well, usually. Nowadays, we're never sure. Okay. Keshina. It's a good word to know. It's keshina, your pocket. Okay. Zlot is just translated to dollars, which is tola. A tola is a dollar. It's a TULAR versus a DOLLAR, but it's the same thing. Okay. Luft, the air, the Luftwaffe, the German. Okay. Begain and drossen, we're going the street. Schmecken the Luft. Ich gehe schmecken the Luft. I'm going out for fresh air. Ich gehe schmecken. I'm going to smell the air. I'm going out for a walk. I'm going out for some fresh air. Begain schmecken the Luft. Luft is air. You should know that one. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Luft is frei. Frei, free. Frei, free. Free is morgen or early. But frei is free, so don't get confused. Okay? Jeden. Everyone or the other guy. Okay? Jeden. Jeden Mensch. Every man. Jeden. Every other person. And gleich, as I said, has a few different ones. Don't worry about that one right now. The Zun, the sun in the daytime and in the evening. Mahabn de Lavona. Shane vid de Lavona, right? Pretty as the moon. Lichtig vid the Sternen. Light as the stars. Okay? So the Zun shines. It's a shine. It shines. Okay. Autumn is poor. It's no sin to be autumn, but schmutzig, my bub used to say that. Autumn is mentions in autumn. Aber schmutzig is pastist. You can be poor, but you can afford water and soap. Your clothes may be holy. Your shoes may have the flap because the soles are coming apart. But clean you can be. You don't have to be walking down the street stinking to high heaven. Okay? Autumn and the Reich. Wenn ich bin reich, when I am a rich man. Okay? That's it in Yiddish. Wenn ich bin reich. Someday I'll have to play you that one. What's his name? Not Zero Mistel. Just passed away recently. I can't think of his name. Huh? His name will come to me. Theodore Bickel, thank you.
Bickel,
he sings it in Yiddish. He sings it in Yiddish. Okay. A bissel frayed, all right, a little joy, a bissel lachen. Weinen. Weinen. Lachen, okay. Lachen, we're laughing. Freund. Mein Freund, my friend. Alle Freund, or if I use it to be a plural, I start my messages to you every 2 weeks. Teure Freund, dear friends. Okay. Schnapps, we talked about schnapps. Mach is to make. Was machst du? How are you making out? What are you doing? Okay. Let's see. Eine Sicht. Now they use an S for some reason. I always use the Z, but they do it, and they say such. I don't such anything. I zich things. As me zich can me finden. If you search, you'll find. If you look, you'll find. Okay. Einer. Ein, one. Einer, that one, or one.
Someone.
Zich, Yiddish. One looks for riches. Einer gewiris. They want to be, great and happy. Einem, one of them, or some people, wants the ganze Welt, ganz, whole, Welt, world.
Mm-hmm.
Words we've been using for a while now, okay? Einem meint das ganze Glück, hangs, nor only often Geld, upon money. Okay? This we have. Sollen, should, sollen is plural. They should alle sichen. They should all seek, okay? Let them all seek is really what we're saying here. Let them all seek. Sollen alle kriechen. Kriech really is to crawl, okay? An infant kriech. It's so cold, it's kriecht da rein in the bene. It crawls right into your bones, okay? It's kriecht da rein in the bene, okay? Let's see what do we have here. Not ich tracht. Mention we did one. Mention tracht und Gott lacht. Man thinks, plans, and God laughs. Tracht. Not ich tracht bei sich. I think to myself, by sich, by myself. I'm using it reflexively, okay? Whenever we have that sich like that, it's for yourself. I think to myself, to yourself, okay? Ich darf, need, have, okay? Ich darf das aufkapoides. I need this like I need a hole in the head. They're basically the translation exact I gave you. But if somebody says, ich habe es gedacht aufkapoides, I needed it like I needed a hole in the head. I really didn't need this. This I could do well without. Okay. You know, you're traveling along, you have someplace to go, and all of a sudden you get a flat tire and you're late, and now you're going to be late to the wedding, late to the whatever. Oh, ich habe es gedacht auf kaputt ist. All right. Or ich habe es gedacht wie a lachen cup. I needed it like a hole in it. Okay. Auf kaputt ist. Das Glück, the happiness, stands. Steht, der Boche, steht und tracht, okay? Stands, okay? By mine,
Tier.
thine, mine. And tier is a door, okay? These are basic words. So that's why I choose songs like this, because they're so full of words that we should know, okay? So we're going to keep going back again over and over the basics until we're able to use those words. Okay, so before we do speaking together today, and I really want to spend a lot of time doing that, some new words. A bank. This is a bank. Use the word. The Eberster Bank. Eberster, the highest one. Sometimes we refer to Hashem as the Eberster. The Eberster. A bank is a bench, not a bank. A bank is a bench, okay? A word she didn't give you, I put in your new words. In the Zimmer, geht man auf dem Breg. Auf dem Breg.
Beach.
The Breg is the beach. Auf dem Breg. It's not the brig. You're not being thrown in jail in the Navy. It's a Breg, okay? The Breg. We're going to talk a little bit about professions. We'll talk a little bit about professions in our discussion. So a printer, or the printer that you have attached to your computer, is a drucker. A drucker. A drucker is a printer. The weather in the summertime is durchschnitt, and morgen geht sein and Donnerstag, sehr durchschnitt. Sehr heiß and durchschnitt, hot and humid. You know, it's going to be so hot and so humid. We darf haben an air condition. An air condition. What is an air condition?
Air condition.
An air
conditioner.
Air condition. An air conditioner. No, as we schleppen the Kinderlach zum Breg, if you drag the kids to the beach, darf dir mitnehmen, you have to take with you, der Emmer und Riedel. Der Emmer und Riedel. The pail and the shovel. Der Emmer und Riedel. Okay. Eberster, we already said Eberster is the highest, and it's another name we use for Hashem. If the Eberster wilt, es kann sein sehr gut. Okay, if God wills it, the one on high, the highest. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
We all
Ice cream. Ice cream. Okay. Another profession you might be a fit farvelerische. This is a tough word to pronounce, a lot of syllables. Farvelerische. Parvelerische.
There
Parvelerische.
are
An
Velerische.
entertainer.
Parvelerische.
Parvelerische. Parvelerische.
Wow.
Okay, it's an entertainer. Not a word you're going to use often, but if you have to tell somebody what you do, so maybe you entertain, maybe you play guitar, you sing, whatever, okay? Another word for humor is feich.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Five.
Feich. This is durchschnitt, this is feich. Again, depending upon where you came from, in certain parts of Europe and there, you would say durchschnitt. I would think those that were on the Russian side, those that were on the Polish side, probably used durchschnitt. Others, maybe like in the German side, might have said feich. Okay, same word, they're synonyms. If it's hot and you don't happen to be in a room that's air conditioned, but maybe you have something in your hands, you can fache. Okay, fache is a fan. And I like to tease people because it's Yiddish and you can have fun with it. Go fache yourself. Fache sich. It doesn't mean to
So-
F yourself. It means to fan yourself.
It's a verb or a noun or both.
Fache sich. Remember, it's reflexive. Sich is yourself. Fache. But it's also a noun. That thing that's swinging around over your head or the thing that's, on the wall there is a fache, a fan. And it's also the verb. Fache sich. Fan yourself. Me can facherin. Me can facherin. You can fan. Okay. A fache. It's a good word to have. Again, it's not a swear word. I taught you how to say the bad word. If you remember. You have to trill the R. Trenziach. Trenziach. That's F yourself. You don't want to say that. Not unless you're prepared to fight or be prepared to have people call you a grubber ying or a grubber maid. If you are working in the sciences, you're a scientist, you are a gelernte. Gelernte. You hear the word learn in there?
Mm-hmm. Gelernte.
Gelernte, so I'm learning something. A gelernte, you would think would be a teacher or a professor, but no, the gelernte is a scientist. Okay. And we talked about things we do for fun. Exercise. Geniton. It's a hard word. The G is not pronounced as a hard G. It's not geniton. It's geniton. Okay, geniton. This is exercise.
Geniton.
Not a word you're going to use often. Geniton. Megate homa bissel geniton. We're going to have a little exercise. Okay. In the summertime, we're essen covenant. Covenant. Covenant is a watermelon.
That's cool.
Covenant. Kavene. And covenant. Watermelon. Covenant. Okay. If it's really a rainy day, saregen does I feel, or it's stormy in the summertime, McKen gain in kino. Or it's maybe something you do for fun, but gain in kino, in the cinema, in the movies, in the cinema. Okay. For a living, Efsha, du bist a lehrer. A lehrer. A lehrer is a teacher. The gelernte is a scientist. The lehrer is a teacher. In the old country, mein Zederfleck sein a lehrer, aber nicht bei America. He couldn't get the licensing here, so he became a dress presser. Go figure. Okay. Musikalisch. Musical. Musikalisch. Okay. For a living, maybe you don't go to work anymore. Maybe you are like me, you are retired. You are ausgedient. Okay, now it's a word that's made from other words, okay? Portola, he earns a few dollars, okay? And we use the word, for dint about getting paid when we talked about Abbott and Costello's Who's on First. Oisgedent, out of getting paid. Oisgedent, okay. He's no longer being paid. He's out
Not
of
earning anymore.
He's retired. How they put these words together like that, Weisig sein. Okay. Oisgedent. Ich bin oisgedent. Du bist oisgedent, aber du arbeitst jetzt. Are you tired or are you still working? Okay, so those are things to ask. Okay. Okay. And perhaps you drive the Autobus. The Autobus. The Autobus.
Oh.
It's a bus. An autobus. A bus.
Autobus.
Okay.
Autobus.
All right. Sometimes in the summertime, you will take a little ride off a schiffel. A schiffel. Remember that the F and the P are the same in Yiddish. So schiffel, if you make it a P, what does it become?
Ship.
A ship. A boat. A boat. A schiffel is a boat. A ruderen schiffel. Ruderen schiffel is a rowboat. It sounds like a rudder. A ruderen schiffel. Okay. The oars are almost like rudders. A ruderen schiffel is a rowboat. A rowboat. And a zegel, Z-E-G-L, a zegelschiffel is a sailboat.
Sailboat.
A schiffel, a schiffel, a zegelschiffel, a ruderenschiffel. A schiffel, a zegelschiffel, a ruderenschiffel. A schiffel.
And a canoe?
Weiß nicht zu sagen, a canoe.
Now the song about the philosopher, the philosoph, that has the Dampschiff, hast du ausgeklärt. You explain how the steamboat works.
Yeah.
Dampschiff is a steamship.
Which one?
Dampschiff is a steamship.
An Amschiff.
The Dampschiff
Okay.
has the ausgeklärt.
There you go. Okay. In the Zimmer, to machen mehr Kiel, to make yourself cooler, man can gain schwimmen.
Swimming.
Gain schwimmen. We can go swimming. Man can schwimmen auf dem Teich, in the lake, Teich, or man can gain some yam to the ocean, right? Can gain auf dem Teich. We can gain auf dem Yam. Go to the lake, go to the ocean. We can gain some Schwimmbasin. Schwimmbasin. The Schwimmbasin. The swim basin. What's a swim basin?
A swimming pool.
Cement pond.
The cement pond, right.
The cement pond.
Beverly Hills.
Okay.
The cement. Okay. Zoomer, summer. Zoomerdik. Zoomerdik is summer life.
Summer life.
Zoomerfegela.
A summer bird.
Summer little bird.
Butterfly.
Right? A foig is a bird. A fagel is a little bird. A zoomerfegel is a butterfly. Why? I don't know.
That's cute.
Okay. It's a butterfly.
Well, you don't see them in the winter.
True, that's true. Zoomersprenkler. Zoomersprenkler. Summer sprinkles.
Oh,
Summer
freckles.
Freckles. Zoomersprenkler. Now, there are people who have them all year round, but people who have freckles, they're much more prominent in the summertime because the sun makes the melanin, really come to the fore. All right. And a Zoomerwohnung. A Zoomerwohnung. A summer house.
Summer house.
Wie wohnt ihr? Ich wohne in New Jersey. Wohn. A Wohnung is a place to live. We don't generally use the word Wohnung for a house. We say Haus or Stube. Okay. But when it comes to this, they borrowed from the German. A Zimmerwohnung. Okay. And if you remember, we had an expression sometime back. As me great on un Sommer hat men auf Winter. Remember that one? As mir great on Sommer hat men auf Winter. If you prepare in the summer, you will have for the winter. As mir great on Sommer hat men auf Winter. If you prepare in the summer, no, you make hay while the sun shines. You know, when things are going right, you get yourself together. When things are going wrong, you'll have stuff for bad times. Okay? And then if I would sing to you, Sommerzeit und der Leben ist grün. What am I singing to you?
Summertime and the living is easy.
It's easy, gring, easy.
Green.
Gring, easy. Nicht schwer, not hard, not heavy, not difficult. Gring. Sommerzeit und der Leben ist grün. Schakling. Schakling, Baby, nicht weinen sich. Hush, little
Right.
baby, don't you cry. Sommerzeit und der Leben ist grün. Okay? Well, those are words you know. Those are words you know. Okay? So, Sared auf Yiddish. Mit darf reden auf Yiddish. Als ich frage dir, wie wohnt ihr? Sagt mir, wenn du kommst. Harvey, wie wohnt ihr?
Ich wohne in Buffalo, New York, aber ich bin geboren in Baltimore, Maryland.
Also, in Lawrence, wie wohnt ihr? I
Larry,
don't
you're
hear
muted.
you. You're muted. You have to unmute. Wie wohnt ihr?
I'm just a
You're unmuted
beginner.
now. Ich wohne. So, say, ich wohne. Say it. Ich wohne
Ich wohne
in,
in
all right, where do you live?
Newton, Massachusetts.
Ich wohne in Newton, Massachusetts. Ich wohne in Newton, Massachusetts. Du hast geboren in Massachusetts? You were born in Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay. Ich hab gelebt. I have lived meine ganze Leben, my whole life in Massachusetts. Mir red Yiddish. Ich hab gelebt mein ganze Leben in Massachusetts. I have lived my whole life in Massachusetts. Fertig. Done. Okay. Howard, wie wohnt ihr?
Ich wohne in Fairfax, Virginia.
Du wohnst bist geboren werden in Fairfax? Von wie kommst du?
Nein, what's the word?
Ich hab gekommen von, I came from, ich hab gekommen von.
Ich came from Richmond. Richmond, Virginia.
Echt in Virginia, also in Virginia. A schönen Dank. Wayne, die wohnst nicht in Amerika. Wie wohnt ihr? Ich wohne in
Michigan.
No, du hast geboren gewesen in Michigan. You were born in Michigan. Aber jetzt, now, wie wohnt ihr? Where do you live?
Geboren in Michigan.
Okay. Jetzt, die wohnt
ich komme von California.
Von California. Und jetzt, die wohnt wie? Ich wohne in, now I live in.
Geboren in Michigan.
Are you living in Michigan now? Where are you living now?
Ich wohne
in, I live in
Yokohama.
Yokohama. Yokohama is in Japan, yeah?
Japan. Yeah.
Japan. Okay. Renata, wie wohnt die?
Going in Connecticut,
Wie in Connecticut?
Portland, ist eine kleine Stadt, äh, near, no, in Middletown.
Okay. I said in Middletown. Good. A shame of doubt. Steven, wie wohnt ihr?
Ich wohne in Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. She's talking haze dort. Yeah. It's hot there also, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. No, Barilla?
Ich
best is the last.
geboren in Philadelphia.
And jetzt die wohnst?
Ich born in Yardley, Pennsylvania.
No, another one in Pennsylvania. Kachkadik. Okay. No. Jerry. Erzähl uns von dein Mishpucha. Erzähl, tell us von, about, or from dein Mishpucha. Tell us about your family.
Okay.
Du hast eine Freu?
I-
Du hast eine Freu?
That's
You have a wife? You have a woman?
a Freud.
Ich habe eine Frau und ich habe das Kinder?
But no,
Is she your Bob?
Du hast Kinder? Do you have children?
no.
Okay. Wir haben nicht
Kind,
kein
kind,
Kind.
kind children. No children.
Kind. Okay. Und die Mama der Tat ist gestorben, ja?
Yes. Yeah.
Ganz so lange Jahr. Okay. Und Kathy, sag mir etwas von deiner Mischproche. Du hast Brüder, Schwestern?
Ich habe ein Bruder,
Ein Bruder,
ein
one brother,
one brother. And that's it.
und nur only, nur ein Bruder.
Nur
Okay.
ein Bruder.
Okay.
Wir haben
Azai
Kinder.
alt is er? Azai alt is er?
Also,
How old is he?
alte- Mein Bruder?
He is
Oh,
dein Bruder.
Uh,
He is.
yeah, is, I don't know the numbers at all. He's 75.
Okay. We say it backwards in Yiddish. Is 75. He's 5 and 70. He's 75.
Here is
75.
und 70.
70. Katschkadik. Yeah, that's the Yiddish. That's the Yiddish. Barry, erzähl uns von deiner Mischproche. A bisschen.
Ich habe
Tell us a little.
2 Kinder und 7 Einiglich. Ich habe
Sieben Einiglich. Kein Einhörer. Poo.
ich habe Bob.
Du hast a vibe. A
Yes,
schöne vibe, ja?
of course.
How do we say of course? Remember? Avada.
I don't know how to
Avada. Of course, Avada. Sie ist sehr schön.
Father.
Wie de Laguna. Wie Perla. Like pearls. Okay. No? De Einiglach. Zij zijn in Medelach. Zij zijn in Weitscheklach.
Looks like we have
Did you freeze, Barry? So you froze.
no, I'm okay now.
Okay. So do you have boys, grandchildren, girls?
Ich habe 5 Einiglich boy chicks and 2 Einiglich Mädel.
Mädel. Oh, sorry. A big gesund. Wie gesund, as long as you're healthy. Renate, erzähl uns von deiner Mischproche.
Ich habe einen Mann und zwei Söhne, und 4 Einiglich, 2 Mädels, 2 Jüngler. Mein Eltern sind ausgelebte Horben, sie sind von Polen. Und
Wow, did everybody understand that?
Not all of it.
Okay. Sag uns auf Englisch, was die hat gesagt.
okay, I have a husband, 2 sons, 4 grandchildren, 2 girls, 2 boys, and my parents are survivors of the Holocaust from Poland, Lodz, Poland.
Okay. Sie hat a Sach gerät auf Yiddish, okay? Einiglich, grandchildren, and Einikel is a grandchild. Okay, a man, the man is a husband, a Frau is a wife, okay? And she said 2 boys, girls, Yingelach, Mädelach, okay? And she said that her parents, the mom and the tata, is coming from Poland, okay? They ran away from the Holocaust, okay? So we have all these words we know. Okay, no. Was
Actually, they were survivors of the Holocaust. I said,
survivors.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were actually over there when it happened and they survived. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so let's see. Howard, von was machen die erleben? Von was macht die erleben? Von was macht ihr erleben?
How do you make a living?
Yeah, what do you do? What's Tietman?
Ich bin ausgedient.
Okay, I'm retired. And before that, was hat ihr getan? What did you do before?
Ich for Autobus.
Okay, I drove a bus. Great.
A school bus.
A school bus. Met al die kleine kinderen. Was Waffen, Sachen auf die als de voort. And they throw things at you while you drive. Nicht auf mein Autobus. Oh no. Geben sie a große patch and put them. Give them a shot in the head.
You know, people think it's a big problem. For me, the kids weren't all that bad. It more upset me when things got screwed up in the office. You know, the people in the office gave me more trouble than the kids.
Not the kids.
Okay, let's see. Lawrence, was hat die getan for a living? Was hat die getan for a living? What did you do for a living?
I can only respond in English.
Do it, and we'll help you in the Yiddish.
I'm a financial advisor, and I'm not retired.
Okay. Ich bin nicht ausgedient. I'm not retired. Und ich arbeite mit Menschen mit sein Geld. I work with them with their money. Okay. Ich bin a Verwalter, manager von Geld. A Geldverwalter, money manager. Okay. I don't know how to say a financial advisor like that, but you're a money manager. Okay. A Geldverwalter. Verwalter is a manager.
A Geldverwalter?
A Geldverwalter. Verwalter. Farvalter. A money manager. Bist a Geldverwalter. Katschgedin.
Is there a semi-oisgedient or would it be a bissel oisgedient?
Ich bin a bissel oisgedient. I'm a little retired. Okay. I really honestly, I wouldn't know how to say semi-retired. I would have to look it up, and I'm sure it's probably a put together or made up thing. I mean, I can actually look that up while we are while we're playing, but I think it would be hard to find out. Semi-retired, I don't know. Let me see if I can do this quickly while we're talking.
Halb ausgedingt.
Ich bin ein bisschen ausgedient.
A bissel ausgedient, yeah.
I don't drive the school bus anymore, but I've got this little business as a handyman.
Okay, that's a part-time thing. Let's see here. I'm semi-retired. Ich bin halb ausgedient. Right, I'm half retired. Halb. That makes sense. I'm half retired. There's a very good thing if you use Google. You just put in translate to Yiddish. It will come up where you can put in the English word, and it will translate automatically to Yiddish. Okay. So if I wanted to say, for example, I know how to say nurse. A nurse is a Krankenschwester. But if I put in there, I'm a nurse, it'll come up, Ich bin. Oh, here they're using a Russian word. Isn't that interesting? A nyanya. That would be a wet nurse, a nanny. And that's not true at all. It's a Krankenschwester. A nurse is a Krankenschwester. A sick sister is a nurse. Okay. Let's see. No, was tut man, Kathy? Was tut man für Spaß? Was tut man für Spaß? What do you do for fun? Was tut man für Spaß?
Ich spiele Piano.
I play piano. No, noch more. Was noch? What else?
Ich schwimme.
Schwimmt? Die gehst zum Sportsel?
Ja.
Yeah, do you go to the gym?
Ja.
Good. And what do we do in the gym? Ich kenne. Ich Genitung. I exercise.
Genitung. Ja.
Genitung. Tongue. Genitung in sports. I exercise in the gym. Okay, good. Good. Let's see. Who haven't I picked on? Steven.
Yes.
Was tut man für Spaß? Was tut man für Spaß? What do you do for fun?
Ich spiel trombone.
Oh, trombone.
Und spiel Klezmer Musik.
Das ist like Klezmer Musik. Du bist sehr musikalisch. You're very musical. Katzgedick. That's stucky. That's wonderful. Ein bisschen. Für Spaß. Nicht für alle. Nur für Spaß. Ich hab gemacht.
Drums?
Tumble. With the drums. Yeah, I was a drummer. Okay.
Oh.
Nur für Spaß. Für das kann ich nicht kein Leben. Ich bin nicht das I get. I'm not that good. Okay. Was tut man für Spaß? Ich gehe in Kino. I go to the movies. Ich schreibe Messages. I write stories. Ich schreibe Lieder. I write songs. But Lieder is also in this respect poems. Ich schreibe Lieder. I write poems. I write songs. Okay. Ich spiele tennis. Ich spiele baseball. Ich spiele basketball. Okay. I play ball. Ich spiele mit der Pilz. Ich guck auf Television. I watch television. I look auf, at, or upon television. The television, okay? Ich gehe zu the Sportsel. I go to the gym. Ich Genitung. I exercise. Ich schwimm. Ich spiele a musikalische Instrument. I play a musical instrument. Okay? Ich tue gar nicht. Ich sitz wie a Lachs. I sit like a noodle. Ich sitz wie a Lachs. I sit like a Lachs. Ich sitz wie a potato. I sit like a potato.
Kartoffel. Potato kartoffel.
Kartoffel. Ich sitz wie a Kartoffel. I sit like a potato. Okay? Just take the words that you know and start putting them together. Simple sentences. Man darf nicht sein Einstein. Zu reden Yiddish. Nimm ein Wort und ein anderes Wort und ein dritte, a third word. Mach von das etwas zu sagen and make from this something to say. Ich gleich kommen zu reden Yiddish. It doesn't have to be something that's going to make a whole lot of sense. It's just using words. I like to come speak Yiddish. Ich gleich schelten auf Al. I like to curse it out. Ich gleich zu gehen schwimmen. Mit einer Frau nicht. Mit der junge Mädelach, ja. I like to go swimming. With my wife, not. With the pretty young girls. Because why? Sie wissen schön zu gucken auf. They're pretty to look at. Especially as they trugen a bikini. Ich glach zu singen liederlich. Es macht mir Glück. Ich bin glücklich. Als mir singt liederlich, ich bin glücklich. If I sing songs, I'm happy. I'm just using some basic words that I have. It doesn't matter. Okay? As mir gehen reden Yiddish. As mir gehen reden Yiddish. If we're going to speak Yiddish, dürfen wir, we must, reden Yiddish. If we're going to speak Yiddish, we have to speak Yiddish. Na das ganze Jahr, wir haben gehört, this whole year, we heard Al reden Yiddish. It doesn't come up for air. Jetzt darf Al sein still. Now Al has to be quiet. Und mir darf reden a bisschen. And we have to speak a little, okay? So every time now, we'll do a song, we'll do a review, but I want to start spending more time letting you guys speak. I'm going to try to keep sending you things like this so that you have little words and things to practice. And even if you're just reading it off the sheet, that's fine. We're all beginners, okay? And the more you use it, the more you say the words, the more you make sentences, the more you'll be able to speak. When I first started, remember, my parents were like your parents and grandparents. It was a secret language. They spoke it when they didn't want us to understand. Bissel, Ifa Bissel, Bissel, Ifa Bissel, little by little, ich hab gelernt a paar Wörter. Little by little, I learned a few words. Danach, afterwards, kann ich reden a bissel. I could speak a few words. And the more I heard, the more I listened, the more I could speak. And the more I spoke, the more people would correct me when I screwed it up, and I would speak better. As mir gehen reden, darf mir reden. Okay? Don't be afraid. And supposing you can speak 4 words, but 2 of them you don't know. Speak 4 words in Yiddish and the other 2 in English. Bartik, wonderful, wunderlich. Do that. We'll give you the other 2 words. I'm not going to call you names. We're not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to laugh at you. If you know 3 words of 7, if you know 2 words of 7, if you know 6 words of 7, say them. We're all going to learn together. And there are times you're still going to catch me. I had to look up, semi-retired. And it makes sense. I should have known. Old Eiskadent, but I didn't. I looked it up. I'm going to try to remember it now. We'll have to put that on the list for next time. Holb Eiskadent, semi-retired. Okay? Ja, jetzt ist spät. Es ist a viertel. Es ist a viertel, a quarter. Viertel, 1/4. Es ist a viertel noch 9. It's a quarter after 9. Wir sind spät. We are late. And yet, darf ich gehen. Divide, wat off me. The wife waits for me. And sie gave me give him zera patch as if been spät. She'll give me one of these if I'm late, because we have a meeting upstairs. Azai darf ich gehen. Gehe dir sehen alle im Mitz Hashem. 2 Wochen und du kommst. Es wird sein July 2nd, I think. Right?
Yes.
Tuesday's July 2nd.
Yes.
All right. And guess what we're going to talk about on July 2nd?
Fireworks.
July 4th. We'll talk about things that have to do with independence and flags and barbecues. We'll talk about things from July 4th. Okay? Everybody, Zeitman Ola Gezind. Everybody be well. In their game, their Ola Zain. Have a safe, happy summer. Gay shrimmy. And Tech, and Yam, and Shrim Bison. Yay.
Schwimmen bei
Be gesund.
Grüße Dank.
Okay.
Wie gesund.
Yes.